Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters. Chris Anderson and Olivia today from Walking with God. We're going to continue on with our series with Genesis 6, the wickedness of humankind. Today we are in Fredericksburg at Mott's reservoir location, so close to our house at home. So we found this cool spot at the end. Very beautiful. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get nature, get walks. You know, it helps with mental health, spirituality, and physical fitness. You know, this isn't too hard of a trail, but it's pretty cool. It's fun. All right. The wickedness of humankind. When people began to multiply on the face of the ground, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that they were fair, and they took wives for themselves of all that they chose. Then the Lord said, My spirit shall not abide, and mortals forever, for they are flesh. Their days shall be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went into the daughters of humans who bore children to them. These were the heroes that were of old, warriors of renown. The Lord saw the wickedness of humankind was great in the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of their hearts was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he made humankind on the earth, and it grieved for him to his heart. So the Lord said, I will blot out from the earth the human beings I have created, people together with animals and creeping things and birds of the air, for I am sorry that I made them. But Noah found favor in sight of the Lord. Noah pleases God. These are the descendants of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God. And Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Hope I'm saying that right, Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw that the earth was corrupt, for all the flesh had corrupted its way upon the earth. And God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. Now I am going to destroy them along with the earth. Make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you are to make it. The length of the ark, 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make a roof for the ark and finish it to a cubit above, and put the door of the ark in its side. Make it with lower, second, and third decks. For my part, I am going to bring a flood of waters on the earth to destroy from under heaven all flesh, in which is breath on life. Everything that is earth shall die, but I will establish my covenant with you. Hey, how you doing? And you shall come into the ark, you, your son, your wife, and your sons, wives with you, and every living thing, all of the flesh you shall bring, 2 of every kind into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female, of the birds according to their kind, and of the animals according to their kind, and of every creeping thing, and of the ground according to its kind. 2 of every kind shall come in with you, to keep them alive. Also take with you every kind of food that is eaten, and store it up, and it shall serve as food for you and for them. Noah did this, and he did all that God had commanded him. This is the word of the Lord. So so the wickedness of humankind drives God to have Noah to start creating the ark, and we hear about the Nephilim for the first time, and I'm very intrigued to what people have to say about, you know, the Nephilim, what they are. You know, I've heard of giants. I've heard of, you know, I've read parts of the book of Enoch, you know, to where they're fallen angels. And I've heard, you know, people say when they say heroes of old that they connect that to the they connect that to like Olympus and the, you know, the I guess the gods, whatever you want to call them. I apologize, I'm getting a brain fart with what they are. But yeah, it's we started to sin so much, and you know, that's what they called it, is the angels or whoever came down from heaven. I gotta pay attention real quick. Came down from heaven and put themselves into, you know, humankind. So women, and they bore children and they sinned. And God was ready, and he was sad that he did that. And he was ready to wipe out the earth. And again, we learn about the descendants of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, who are gonna, you know, play a big role later on in saving humanity and helping humanity live. Another thing that really spoke to me is how, you know, exactly how God says he wants it, X amount of cubits, this amount of cubits. Yes, ma'am. You got something to say? Usually she's sleeping. This is awesome. And guys, I love to bring her along with me. It's important that she learns this, and this is just, it's so good for our soul and our mind and our body. So that's the intent of this. Now I lost what I was saying, but yeah, we started to sin, and I think that we're at a point where we've just lost, or we've gotten so far away from what God wants us to do. He wants us to love everybody. He wants us to love each other, and he wants us to try to do the best we can. But for each other, it's supposed to, we're all connected. If you watch that near-death experience video, the NDE video, you know, he's real, and he'll bring you grace. You know, he'll bring you glory. He loves us. If we gave 100% of our heart to others and to what we love and what we into, we're going to receive 100% of his love back. And that means we're going to end up in heaven. We're all his children. You know, we can pray for certain people, you know, each time we do in church. You know, pray for the military, pray for teachers, soldiers, you know, all that. I believe in that, but I've got my own thing with communities. I just say, you know, God, Jesus Christ, creator of the universe and everything, just please pray for all of us. Help all of us. Even those that wrong us, you know, pray for them too. I'm going through this journey right now, and I'm taking everybody along with me. And I want you guys to know that, you know, in my past, I hit rock bottom twice. And the reason why I named this kind of Walking with God, you know, not just because we're, you know, going on walks on trails or parks, or just going on, you know, just easy walks in a neighborhood or something, wherever we want to go. But it's just, you know, walking with God, because that's my journey. I went so far astray, and then I ended up coming back, and now I'm walking with him again. And every time I feel that I'm walking with him, then I feel like I'm doing the right things. And just remember, and this is kind of like our slogan, you know, we walk with God, but God's always walking with us. He's always walking with you. He's always, no matter what, even the non-believers, atheists, that's what, I'm sorry, that's the hard truth, is we're all God's children, and we all are just trying to do our best. And I just want to thank everybody for the support. It's been great. And I mean, with my personal situation, a lot of people have been reaching out, but let's stay on topic. But it it has to do with loving people. And right now, you know, I tell people that I do have a lot of hatred too. And with my situation and trying to create this podcast, you know, the good and the bad intersect, but I'm still a Christian. I say I'm a perfectly imperfect Christian, and only God can judge me. So all these people out there that you know, want to judge us or whatever, that's okay. They're allowed to have their opinions, but just remember that only God can truly judge you, and then you judge yourself from that. But it takes that looking within. But yeah, back to we just got to so much sinning that the wickedness of humankind just took over the earth, and you know, it's sad. It's sad that, you know, our country had gotten to that point, and it seems like we're getting better, and it seems like there's places in the world that could be getting better, but there's always people that need taken care of. And I like to take care of my small circles first, and then go ahead and start expanding. And I really am. And I appreciate it, brothers and sisters, everyone that's been helping with this podcast. You know, my stepson, AJ, he's been amazing. He edits these videos and posts them for me, and he's 13. The kid's very talented. And Asher is our 7-year-old. He, director of fun, man. He comes up with some cool ideas and we do it. And then you guys know this one, Olivia. She's my daughter, and you know, she's part of the reason, her and my wife are the reason that I do everything. You know, well, really it's for God, but I'm here to help them. You know, I forgive myself for all of my sins. You know, it starts with that, forgiving yourself too. And then, you know, once you're right, you can start making those people right around you. And that's what I think we need to do, so we don't have this flood coming. And if anyone out there on any social media are building some, you know, big boats or anything right now, or any of the, you know, equivalent, that's kind of scary, you know, because they might know the end's coming. They might know something we don't. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm joking, but you know, when everybody on the earth saw Noah building that ship, you know, that's when I would have started recognizing, hey, what? But I guess they were just so caught in their own ways, and I'll admit, you know, I do it a lot, and like I said, I'm a perfectly imperfect Christian, and yeah, God was ready to wipe out, and he did. You know, we'll find out what he did do, and he was sorry for it. It's you know, it's akin to us feeling sorry that we yelled at our kids, or you know, that's, God still loves us. It's just we have that free will, and it's our choice while we're here on this earth. I truly believe, and my stepson, who's 7, said something along these lines the other day, and it absolutely amazed me. He's very smart too, very intelligent. His vocabulary is great for 7. But I'll quit bragging about my kids, because I'm sure everybody's kids are delightful that are watching this too. Shout out to your kids. But yeah, I mean, what we were talking about is that we're basically just vessels here. We're here doing God's work. So we're doing his work right now. We're just the vessels. And that's what Asher was kind of telling me too, in his own way. And it was beautiful, because that's true. And God just works in mysterious ways, and he puts people in our lives. And, you know, God told Noah, hey, this is what we need. This is what we need from you. You know, 2 of everything. And that way they could save and make mankind. And, you know, Noah was that person that was so close to God. It sounded like he was pretty righteous. So, yeah, well, This has been great talking with you guys and walking with you guys. I'd love to see what you guys think. And thanks again for your support. We love you, brothers and sisters. Thanks for watching Walking with God. And remember, God's always walking with you. Love you, brothers and sisters. New merch coming soon. Walking with God. Say bye-bye, Liv. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.